Hi everybody and welcome back to Love English. I'm Sabrah, your British University English teacher, and this is Love English 12 Days of Christmas. So, compliments. It's lovely to receive them, but it's also lovely to give them. And the holiday season is of course the perfect opportunity to give compliments. In fact, giving a compliment is expected really, or is a nice way to make small talk and get into conversation. You might be catching up with people you haven't seen for a while, getting their news, finding out about the good things that are going on in their life, or you might be seeing people dressed up fancy and want to compliment them on their appearance. So in this video, we're going to focus on 6 areas of where we would give compliments, 6 occasions or times when we would give compliments. And we're also going to split some of this up into men giving men compliments and women giving women compliments, and the opposite sex giving compliments to each other. Because men don't tend to be as effusive when it comes to compliments. They're not necessarily going to say, "Wow, I love your hair, mate." That probably wouldn't be appropriate for a man to say to a man. So I've divided these compliments according to gender as well. As always guys, if you're enjoying this series of videos and you haven't subscribed, then hit that red button and of course hit the bell so you get notified about our lessons, and you can also follow us on our social media, and our website link is below. Now remember guys, when it comes to compliments, do be sincere. Make sure that you genuinely mean the compliment, that it's not something which is fake, because people can spot a fake compliment a mile off.
So, what do you think?
Oh, I really like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So the first thing we're going to look at is compliments to give when you haven't seen someone for a while and you're happy to see them. Normally we will say, "Oh, it's great to see you. Haven't seen you for ages. You look really well." Obviously, if they do look well, make sure you say this, but if they don't look well, then don't lie. You don't want someone to turn around and say, "Well, how could I look well? Didn't you hear I've just had pneumonia?" So again, make sure it's genuine, but you can say, "It's lovely to see you," or "It's great to see you, great to catch up," or "Hope we get a chance to catch up. You're looking really well." So the next occasion we're going to look at is when we want to compliment someone on their accomplishments, their performance, or good news. Somebody might have passed an exam, they might have bought a new house, got a new job. The holiday season means we're catching up, we're getting people's good news. So often it's a good time to tell them well done if something is going well in their life. So you could say, "Oh, I heard about the new job, fantastic news, super well done." Or, "Oh, I heard about your great performance at school, that's brilliant, really well done." Or you could say, "I was so pleased to hear your good news about your driving test, that's fantastic, well done." Or you could say, "Congratulations on your new home or your engagement, that's such great news, I'm really happy for you." So it's always nice to give an adjective to describe how well they've done. So you could say, "That's fantastic, that's brilliant, that's really remarkable." Occasion number 3. This is about giving compliments between the sexes, so man to a woman to a man. Now here, as you can imagine, you have to be a little bit more careful, as if your compliment is too friendly, perhaps too effusive, we could say, which means warm or strong, then this could be misinterpreted. This could be seen as perhaps romantic interest. So when it comes to complimenting the opposite sex and we don't want to show romantic interest, it is usually very common to say things like, "Nice to see you, you look well, how are you?" All of those more formal, more neutral phrases. "Congratulations on the new job, I was really happy to hear about that, well done." So we tend to keep it a little bit more formal and a little less warm. If we do want to say that they look good, that we think they look in good shape, we can just say, "You look well," or "You look well rested," "Have you just been on holiday?" Something like this. We don't tend to say, "Oh, you look great," or "You look fantastic." This is considered to be a little bit too friendly. However, later in the video, we will be looking at how to give compliments to show romantic interest. So how to give compliments when you do think somebody looks lovely and you want them to know that. Now, when it comes to girls complimenting girls, we will often say that the person looks nice. We will comment on their outfit, their hair, their makeup, or of course other things in their life like their job, any achievements they have. But one big area between girls is of course complimenting them on their appearance. So it's very common for girls to be warm and effusive when they give these kind of compliments. Among the many choices for this, these are some of the most common ones. I love your new haircut, or I love your new dress. Where did you get it? That colour really suits you. It fits you really well. What a lovely pair of shoes, or what a lovely top. Any of these things are very common between girls. We might say, you look gorgeous, or you look beautiful. I love your outfit. Okay, now turning to how guys compliment each other, so how men compliment men. This is of course completely different to the way in which women compliment each other. As I said earlier, it's not very common for guys to compliment each other on how they look, their hair, their shoes. I think that would be considered maybe a little bit inappropriate amongst straight men. So men tend to focus on complimenting each other on possessions, cars, watches, or achievements like jobs, new houses, a new barbecue. Any of those things tend to be, not in all cases, but tend to be areas where men compliment each other more. And of course, men are a little bit more neutral when they give compliments. They're not as effusive as women. So men might say things like, I noticed your new car, or I noticed your new wheels. Wow, what a beauty. Is that the latest? Or they might say, is that a new watch? Wow, I saw one similar recently. Or if it's about an accomplishment, like a new job, passing an exam, they might say, well done, mate, that's fantastic. Or that's good news, mate, really happy for you. Anything like that, but they'll keep it more neutral. Notice there I used the word mate. And this is very common between British men and Australian men. Not quite sure about American men. I think they might use bro or other kinds of words. But British and Australian men use the word mate quite a lot, which actually means friend, but it's very informal and a friendly term. It just means like guy, buddy, this kind of thing. Okay, the last section is of course romantic compliments. So when you want to say something nice to a person because you want to indicate to them that you like them. Now, it's important not to be too strong with this or too obvious, as you may not know that the person likes you back. So it's important to be a little bit careful, but obviously also communicate your interest. So if this is a man to a woman, I would generally say to keep it simple and just say things like, you look lovely today, or you look very nice today. Anything like that is fine. Or perhaps noticing something is different about them, like saying, oh, nice earrings, haven't seen those before. Or, oh, have you changed your hair today? It looks really nice. Any of those where it's kind of subtle hints that you're noticing little differences about them. And that may make the person think, he noticed that. And maybe that means he likes me. So anything like this. Now, if this is a woman to a man, I would again keep it fairly simple. Perhaps say, oh, nice jacket, or smart tie today. Anything where you're complimenting them on the little things about their appearance, which again, you're showing you're noticing those things. Women tend not to say to a guy, you look great today. That's a little bit strong. So it's probably best to keep to saying something about what they're wearing, or perhaps an accomplishment. Like for example, saying, oh, I heard you did really well in the meeting, or I heard you got a really good grade at school. Well done, that's great. Anything like that where you're showing interest, but obviously not too strongly. Right guys, in any of the occasions that we've covered, you can now go and try any of these out, but remember to always be appropriate, polite, and sincere. Now, a little bit of homework guys, you can try any of these in a sentence below or ask me questions about them, but also I want you to tell me, how would we receive these compliments? Can you write any sentences below, giving me an example of how you would receive these compliments? I may make a future video on receiving compliments to go with this. So my compliment to all of you is that you're all very hardworking students and we're very proud to have you following us on Love English. Wishing you all a lovely day guys, and we'll see you tomorrow for the next day of our 12 Days of Christmas special. See you soon. Bye bye.